Make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. Take a slow, deep breath and let go of any tension as you feel yourself sinking into the surface you're resting on, becoming still more comfortable and relaxed. Take another slow, deep breath and release your thoughts, letting them drift far away. And take another slow, deep breath and know that in this moment, all is well. Imagine you're walking along the beach at sunset, sand under your toes, warm and pliant, shifting with every step and molding perfectly to your feet. There's a gentle, warm breeze kissing your face, your body, your hair, like a warm embrace, neither too hot nor too cold, the perfect womb of comfort. As you are feeling the love of the elements around you, you look up and see the most beautiful sunset over the ocean, purples and oranges dancing along the water's edge. You don't think you've ever seen a more beautiful sunset in your life. And as you watch, you expect the sun to fall below the water's surface. But then you realize it's frozen. Time has stopped. But the elements around you are still in constant motion. The lapping of the waves, the breeze on your face. But the sun is ceasing to move. How you wish you could be there, where the sun's colors touch the ocean's surface. And just at the mere thought of it, your body begins to feel light as a feather, and you rise up above the shoreline, up and up and up. No fear of heights. You have a total feeling of trust and comfort. You look down and see your footprints along the shore. You admire the scene from your new vantage point. And now you begin to soar towards that beautiful sunset of purples and oranges. You are carried by the ocean breeze. Looking down, you pass over the serene ocean surface. Dolphins run beneath the surface of the water, trying to keep pace with you. They know you're heading somewhere magical, and they want to follow your lead. You look back up to the sunset, thinking this is your destination. But suddenly you see a beautiful, secluded island below. You are torn because your goal was to reach the sunset, but this island is so beautiful. You want to change your course and visit. Without any more thought, you connect with your intuition and let it choose for you. Ever so slowly and gracefully, you begin to descend to the island below. On a whisper, your feet touch down on the shoreline below. You are alone, but you have never felt so surrounded by love before. You instantly think, I was meant to be here. Looking up, you see the sun still frozen, kissing the water's edge. With a feeling of ease and comfort, you begin to explore the shore. You walk along the water's edge. Soft, gentle waves lap around your feet, kissing your toes. As you continue on, you look down and see the most beautiful seashells. They seem to glisten in the twilight's purple and orange rays. You can't help yourself. You must stop and pick one up. You hold it in the palm of your hand, examining all its folds and colors and beauty. You turn it over and around, looking at it from all angles, trying to imagine what creature would ever want to have left this behind. And just as the question comes to you, so does the answer. They have outgrown this shell. They shed the beautiful shell and moved on to find a better fit, a more comfortable home. This shell has become too constrictive, too tight. It must have been difficult to leave the shell. It is so beautiful. They probably thought this would be their shell forever, their home forever. never expecting they would ever need to walk away and leave it behind. For a moment you feel sad for the creature, but then you look past the shell in your hand. You look down at the beach and you see all kinds of beautiful shells, of all shapes and sizes, some smaller, some larger than the one in your hand, but all equally beautiful. You realize the sea creature had nothing to fear as it moved on to find a new shell of equal beauty and a better fit. There's nothing wrong with the shell in your hand. It had simply become too small. It was still beautiful, just too small. Again, you look at the sprinkling of shells along the shore and realize there's a plethora of right fits. There are shells of every shape and size, a home for everyone, for every creature. You decide you need to sit a few moments with this thought. So you take your shell and move away from the waves' reach and sit on the sand. You look up once more at the sunset as you allow your fingers to gently curl around the shell. It seems to be a talisman for your own transformation, for your shifts in thinking. This shell is an older version of you. You think back to the shells you have outgrown, of the shells you've left behind. You realize you have been very hard on yourself for some of the places that you have chosen to live, some of the shells you tried on. You've judged yourself and punished yourself. But in holding this shell, you realize you picked the best fitting shell you could have at that time. You could only choose from what was available and what fit. And when you outgrew the home, outgrew your shell, you were able to see more choices. You then shed that shell and moved on. Your previous shells were not bad or less than. You simply outgrew them. You find peace with this thought and decide to sit quietly, understanding this is you. This is your old shell. After sitting with this for a while, forgiving yourself and releasing and atoning and loving yourself for where you are right now, you decide it's time to release this shell, along with all your old shells, back into the ocean, to let the water wash over you with its healing properties. You release the shell gently into the water, and you walk back to the warm sand, sitting for a few more moments in this feeling of peace and acceptance and love. Upon opening your eyes, you look up and realize the sun has slipped below the surface of the water, and the moon has taken its place. You have no fear, for it's not dark. There's a new play of light. The moon is sending out white fireflies of light dancing along the water's surface. After you had finished admiring the light, you know it's time to return home. Once again, your body is lifted up and up and up, and you begin to float back to the mainland. Slowly, you begin to descend to the shoreline below. As your feet reach the sandy beach, you are flooded with a sense of levity greater than you felt while you were flying. You have left all your old shells and beliefs on that island in the ocean. You have once again found peace within yourself. Your step is lighter, and the sense of freedom you feel has you feeling joyful and grateful. It's almost time for the end of the narrated portion of this experience. If you wish, get ready to bring yourself back to your physical surroundings and come fully into your outside world. Or if you prefer, take a while longer to visit your sanctuary of peace, rest, and receive. Sat Nam.